Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Disco Elysium. Today we... Hello, what was that? Something behind the curtain, I would imagine. We are talking to this bookkeeper. I can't really remember how to pronounce her name.
And welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
You're just gonna ignore the fact that I was just trying to get in the back room? Why are you so uptight? In general, but also about those curtains.
I already told you. It's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
I need a fridge for a dead body.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
What does that even mean? What? Just let me peek inside. Or, actually, I mean, you can't stop me. Ooh, if that's a storage room, why does it need the, that ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Pretty sure this whole area is the doomed area in general. Have you seen it outside?
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Closes her eyes and starts mumbling something.
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
Okay, why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? Like a therapist? Psychiatric? You know, one of those type deal? Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Okay.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Yeah, how does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
It really sounds like you should not be raising a child here, and y'all should have just fucking left.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Okay.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Ah, Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Kim, is this the sort of game? Like, we already got one lady with a cryptid thing going on. Is this another thing that we got? Is this real, Kim? I don't think you believe it.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you.
Something wrong with
Since I
the
arrived,
people in the
I
building.
sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Yeah, that seems probably like everywhere you go.
Sounds familiar.
Strange, I feel unwanted too.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
I don't want to investigate this fucking curse. Why didn't you just tell me right away?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
The Void Wraiths. Okay.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Oh, I would imagine, yeah, if they were real. Is your pendant part of the wards?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Oh, okay. That's a lot to take in, to be quite honest.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
So, when you were like, you're supposed to be drawn to the books, compelled to buy the books, is that what you're talking about? My God, you are so stupid. Chronos, don't belief shame. I'm not belief shaming. Okay, I'm belief shaming. It's so fucking stupid. Is that a fax machine? Did I just hear a fax machine? Who's faxing you? They don't use, well, no, they do definitely do still use fax machines. I think. More scanners. I don't think they're called fax machines anymore. They just scan it and electronically send it now. That's a fax machine, Chronos. I know, but I'm saying like they do it like through email though, when they scan it into the computer and not just through a fax machine. At least all the offices I worked at did. Well, okay, the first office I worked with definitely had fax machines. Eventually they didn't. We just had like the printer scanner setups. I mean, the secretary might have had a fax machine. Maybe? I don't really know. God, you actually, what is it, 5 minutes into this episode? You have actually just... I feel like you Dementor kissed me, to be quite honest, because, like, everything you just said was so stupid that I don't know what to do. Should I just say, okay, fine, and let Kim hate me? I don't care about it, Chris. I just need to get to the fridge. Are you sure the curse isn't just like some like homeless dude living in your crawl space coming out at night and stealing from your cash register? Or maybe it was the people that sold you the wards because you were such an easy mark. They were like, "Go, this girl is gonna be super easy to just wring our money out of," and they did already. Now they came back for more. I honestly don't care about a curse. I just want to get to the fridge. But I don't know if I should just... I don't know if I just won't take the side quest. I'm assuming I wouldn't take the side quest then. Do I want the side quest? It might give you something good, or it might make me waste time. One of those games where you gotta know what to do and what not to do, right? Well, not gotta know, but you gotta pick and choose sometimes. I just want the free... But fine, I'll fucking investigate.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this.
I'm gonna open that fucking curtain in
away.
2 seconds.
Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley. Tell her there's a dead body involved. That will make it easier.
Convince her... this.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Okay. I don't really want to give her the silver tongue. Alright? But, ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Like the people that sold you all that shit? I sent the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
To be fair, you're right. But also, looking at your portrait, you're not that far off.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I'm not rocking this woman's world, please. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm and the parapsychological tactics. Yeah, that.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
The awards brought me here in the first place, and these blood just also runs through me. I have the power to debad all the bad energies. I used to live on the Shadowy Isles. The Wild Wise Men taught me their rituals. I don't know which one to choose. I guess maybe... I don't know what the 70s blood... Okay, I don't know who the 70s people are. I'm a void revenant. Isn't that like a dead person? Revenant? Fuck it, I'm a void thing. No, that's too... I mean, looking at me, I probably will be a void thing soon, but... what is the most believable thing here? I don't know who the 70s people are, right? They're apparently like shaman. The way some people have described it is like tribal people, maybe? I don't know. Well, that might have been the racist dude saying that, right? Because didn't I have a thought like, no, that's not it at all. That's actually quite beautiful there. Because I don't actually know, though, like what is real with my brain and what is not. Probably shouldn't listen to the racist dude, though, with that one. I guess avoid Revenant. I don't know. It probably maybe doesn't matter too much. I'm avoid Revenant.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Oh, dog, just ask my partner.
Oh,
Sorry, Kim.
certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this.
He was probably just fucking doodling in his notebook. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, oh, just ask Kim.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On what's ever left of my
Thank you,
honor.
sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. I've sensed its
You
presence.
have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume.
I'm
You should go
90%
find
sure it's the
the
squatter.
entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains.
Okay.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Yeah, unbelievable darkness and ruin.
What you discover? Probably just office space. And the damn fridge. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. Alright, come on, Kim, let's fucking go, dog.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Well, pull it open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Okay. Okay. Did I get my flashlight out? I'm gonna get a flashlight out. Which also apparently might actually help with perception checks. Maybe. Ghostly silhouette. Androgynous portrait of a man. You're looking at the unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. The fuck? What? Here's the thing. Here's the cold hard facts about that. If anything threatens your masculinity, you don't have much masculinity at all.
Stands before you. In dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Well, I don't need to pass the threshold. I have a key, right?
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you.
Well, too bad. Let's go through. I ain't scared of no ghosts. You have weights back here? Cam, let's get our pump on. Sand is dripping from the punch bag.
What is this place?
Beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works.
Oh, shit.
Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Oh, I thought ahead.
Eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house, nothing mysterious here. Last time I had a mystery, like, sexual adventure, it was actually nothing. Ball? Shot put ball. Yes. Interesting. Alright, you want to get your pump on?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms.
I don't know how much that is.
Hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
That is a safety hazard.
Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? No.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Probably police academy?
It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. No collars on the bell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the
It
collars?
would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
I do want to try it, but that shit's gonna make a lot of noise. And do I have any physical stuff? I think I'm already wearing my physical stuff, right? Yeah. $13? Oh, shit, Kim. Guess who gets to afford a room tonight? Just goes upstairs, I think. Look, I'll come back for the weight thing in a second. Oh. Okay. Hello, witch woman who's potentially a squatter. I come in peace. Unless you try something, then I come to shoot you. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Oh, taxidermied. Hey, Kim. Shit got a little weird, yo. Oh, we gotta go all the way through there. That's highly disturbing. Naked mannequin toasters. Ooh, money! My favorite thing in the world.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Should I turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Turn on the
The
machine!
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard.
Look inside.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Press play?
Nothing happens.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Press play again.
Nothing happens.
Bye-bye. There's a door there.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn.
That's a
in blue
fireplace?
and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems.
Also, Inland Empire.
UKV 123.6. UKV 123.7.
I'm sorry, I
UKV
thought you had to do with the
123.9.
cops.
Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
I don't know if it's a game, who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Huh.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Doesn't it sound like that seems to be a trend with some people, right?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Sweet. What's this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.
Inspect the drawings?
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining on their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness.
I know they're like
inside
fish
space.
down in the ocean that are like that, where you can see through their skin and shit like that.
Who are all those creatures?
I don't know. Picturing a human like that is just horrifying for
Of a
some reason.
tortured, feverish
Not horrifying, but disgusting. I mean, okay, no, if I walked outside and I saw a guy that was translucent in all his organs, I would be horrified, actually.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
No, clearly this is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin.
Avada Kedavra?
His face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Lovely.
The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
Oh, is this Lord of the Rings?
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist. Why would anyone spend so much time? I mean, I feel like they were making like a fantasy thing, right? So like this has been educational. Let's move on.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Photos?
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore.
That must be
There are
extremely
pictures of
like
settlements
cold.
on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses.
It takes a
in the dark,
lot for like the
carcasses and
ocean to
bones.
freeze.
You
Due to the
see
salt.
primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
1 second. I need to Google how cold does it need to be for the ocean to freeze. All right, so the ocean freezes at about 28 degrees Fahrenheit. That seems a lot higher than I thought it would be, actually. When seawater freezes, however, the ice contains very little salt because only the water part freezes. Oh, interesting. That makes sense, actually, but still very interesting. So any frozen water you see on the ocean's actually, like, saltless. I mean, I'm assuming it would have some salt on it because it's floating in the ocean, but still, the innards of the ice would be completely, I guess, just water. Fresh water, even. Yeah, I thought it actually had to be, like, below freezing. I mean, that is below freezing, but I thought it had to be, like, way below freezing. 28 degrees isn't that much colder than, well, freezing, 32 degrees. I don't know what it is in Celsius. But anyways, what game are we playing? Chronos. I'm just kidding.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine.
Those are two
Much
very
more
different
constructed
things.
From our own world. A pinned postcard reads,
Like eggnog or
a
morphine.
desperate fight for geothermal energy.
That is
engulfs the
so
world as
different.
the world becomes untethered. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi,
Year
and
50?
GPI
That was like a year
span
ago,
the
right?
marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme
Unless
of
we
production
loot.
and money. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These
I mean, you're not
squirrels
wrong, to be quite honest.
beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
What
As
happened?
time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
That sucks.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the
The
notes.
handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, We're all untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Sounds like she really should just not set up a bookstore in this place. Hey, Kim, what's up? Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's a field business, but the only question is what the hell they were making.
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they even planning to do that? How has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Yeah, that sucks. How are they planning on doing
2
that?
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
I guess the real world equivalent would be like internet D&D, right? Or something like that?
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning.
I'm not
as a
talking like
master of ceremony
MMOs.
sort.
I'm talking about like actual pen and paper internet RPGs where you play online pretty much with other people through like either Discord, Zoom calls, whatever you want to call it. Which is nice. That's cool that you can do that these days. Honestly, I've only played actual pen and paper D&D like 2 or 3 times in my life, and it was fun each time. But getting groups together were always a hassle. And honestly, now that the internet's so widespread and most people have it if you're living in like a developed area, right? Then it's just a lot easier to do. Honestly, I should probably look into doing that. But anyways, and this was a role-playing game.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with Heat Death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
They probably ran out of funding.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
They weren't saying if they thought they could do it. It was just a play to cheat money out of the investor's pocket. Curse got him. I see all that explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. That's the only like one I would agree with on this list. I don't agree about the curse. I don't know if this was a play that cheat them out of, and there are some businesses that have done that before, some game companies or quote-unquote game companies where it's like, I got this really cool idea for a video game, we're gonna kickstart it, and we're gonna pitch it in such a way that it gets a lot of people. Now that we've made $1 million, I'm just gonna disappear. So, yeah. Always be careful what you throw your money at for like GoFundMes or Kickstarters. I know we're actually past the point for some of it where it's no longer that big of a thing. But now people were getting fucked out of their money because of assholes on Kickstarter and GoFundMes and stuff like that. Because they would promise they were going to do something and then they would just go away. I guess we should finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Sure. I did level up, so I have a skill point now. I don't know what I want to put that in. I'll probably just keep it until I screw up a check. We could go do that weightlifting one. I could. More money. More problems. Production schedule. Filament memory. Ooh. That can go in the printer thing, and it's $50 actually. What? Okay. Well, ah, shit. If I put this in the machine, Emma's Atelier. Who the fuck is Emma? Maybe. All right, so let's get this green bauble over here. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Man, if I use this memory in this machine, will I get it back after I'm done? Because I need that money. Oh, do I need that money? I need to eat. I need a place to sleep. There's probably something else I need money for. I need to buy a bunch of video games. Well, not video games, board games. But I guess we'll figure out what to do next time. Thanks for watching. I will see you all then. Have a great day. Bye.